Hey, everybody. Oh, here we go.
Yay!
Oh, it's weird if I have mine like this, but then nobody can see anything.
Are you gonna stay horizontal?
I'm horizontal, but if I pull it
If
up,
I
the
you
phone.
can horizontal. You do horizontal because you could see the tray. But
Yeah, we're obviously pros at this. We've done this many
yeah.
times
Um,
before.
okay, I did my whole angling to be in vertical with my tray, but it's okay. I can. Ah! Oh my god. Hold on. All
I'm gonna
right.
have to like tilt my head like this in order to see everybody.
I know. I think we should do vertical. Can you switch to
Yeah, I
vertical?
can switch. I can.
Okay. You're gonna have to put it back. I see. They put that more. So even what I did. Wow. Okay. There's no fix. Yes. Okay. There we go. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that'll work. Thank you. I did get a haircut, and it is quite fresh. Fresh to
Fresh.
death, as they would say.
It's good. Okay.
All right. We're officially starting now.
All right. Kevin, we've never actually talked
I,
live on
I
video.
know. I know. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yay. Um, this is exciting. I've been excited to get to this part of the day.
Yeah, me too. It's like they told me I could get off at 2 o'clock, and I was like, all right, getting off early, and then okay, like what do I do from now until 4 o'clock? And I took a nap, and
Nice.
that's pretty much it.
I was cleaning dishes like a mad woman, cleaning the house, telling the kids, do this, that, feed the dog, take it on a walk. Everyone has to be quiet at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
um,
why I'm in my basement because it just works out that way. And then my wife and our son just left the house, so
oh yeah,
I didn't have to be down here, but I am.
just to be, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you tell the world, our three viewers, what we're doing today? Who we're drinking?
Yeah. So, worldwide audience, we are drinking Intergalactic tea.
Woo-hoo.
We are drinking the Vanilla Bean Dream Machine today. It's a
Oh, we
choux
are.
puer with vanilla bean. It's a little back.
I've like haven't really gone through all my order because we wait to do unboxings. Like, wait, what is it? What picture does the vanilla bean have? Oh, the little sleeping robot.
Yeah, so the Vanilla Bean Dream, the OG one, just has little
Wow.
plant, little tea plant with flying Gaiwan and little sleepy robot.
Wait, do I have that one? Wait, I have this
It
one.
was in the, if you got the sampler, did you get the sampler
Oh,
bag with,
paper bag.
yep, it's in the paper bag.
Okay, can we just talk about their branded tissue
Yeah,
paper?
love the tissue
Love
paper.
it.
That was the first thing I noticed.
I know. And then there's a cool postcard which I've now misplaced that I wanted to show you on. I don't know what I did.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the sampler. Oh, oh
Oh,
yeah.
yep, yep, yep.
Okay, I got nervous for a second. Like your order exactly.
Yeah, I know it's here.
So sugar, cream, well,
Wrapper. Here's a little cake. It
nice.
is tightly pressed.
Hi, is that Day?
Yeah,
Wait,
it's Day. Hey, Day.
hi Day. Thanks for being here, and Chalky too. You sniffing? Ooh.
Little tag.
I'm gonna start just watching you live, like everyone else.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and start off with like 5 grams.
So this cake came in a sampler bag. Yeah, it did. Um, also, the sample. What do you do, Kevin?
What'd you say?
You said you were gonna do something.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna measure out 5 grams,
Oh,
or roughly 5 grams.
it came with. It's like a goodie bag.
Yeah, little mothership.
That's up like of a goodie bag. Yeah. Okay, you're gonna measure out. I'm gonna measure out. This is the most intimidating part. I only used one cake before, and Nell didn't walk through when I was with Greenie. It was very intimidating. Where did you go? You just went like
I went in the in the Bing hall where it's pressed in the middle. Yeah, I just went middle out because that was the easiest right now. I'm at like 7, which is fine.
that's what you're gonna do? Oh
Yeah,
wow, this is really tight. No?
yeah, it is.
Odd. Yeah.
I mean, it's pressure press. It's
Yeah, this is much for this way.
at least you have a knife. I'm using a butter knife.
I'm using
So
a sharpener because something you have to own in Maine. You're using a butter
yeah,
knife?
yeah. All right.
Hi, Brian Dickens. Welcome. We're at our cake release. I've been in tea for like a few months. I know nothing, so my
Yeah.
this
Is this your
is
first?
Kevin.
Is this your first pour or
What?
street pour?
Oh, um, it's not my first pour. Is that how you say it? Pour?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not my first, but the first out of a cake.
Okay.
Like a square thing from West China. It was really good. I really liked it. All right, I got this. All right. Are you
All right. So I just did a couple second wash.
You said a second wash?
No, I just did a first initial wash, just a few seconds.
Dave was asking if we could do our setup too. And Dave, if you better what we're doing. Hi, Andor T. Thanks for joining. I poke my head. It's probably better to see Kevin. No, let me go over here.
Okay, you won't be able to see anything. So
Oh,
set up. These are the other cakes. Like here's my basement.
wow. Your basement's so nice.
We've got the little train set.
I hope this is entertaining for somebody.
It is. It is for me, and that's all that matters. This is all for me.
It's all for you. It's okay, Day. I'm surviving. I want to get one of those like really cool things that. Okay, I'm somehow only at 4 grams. I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm trying to hurry.
No, it's all good.
So while I do this, how did you hear about Intergalactic tea?
Um, one of my followers, um, Crystal, I'm blanking on her name, her username,
Your username?
um, but
Uh-huh.
she had mentioned, I had asked her like what places that she was interested in or what she was trying recently that she really liked, and she messaged me saying that she was really into Intergalactic and that the prices were good for what you were getting,
Mm.
and that um, I should check them out. And I took a look at Sean's stuff at Intergalactic and was like, I'm interested in this. It's something different, you know, like
Yep.
um, I've tried a decent amount of shoes, and with these being pressed with vanilla bean, it was something that I was interested in.
Yeah, it's different. Okay, I'm just taking a smell. Ooh. Okay. Into my first wash. How long did you just pour in and pour out?
Yeah, I did like 3 to 5 seconds for my first wash.
Do you start counting as soon as you start pouring, or?
No, I usually wait till I put the lid on.
Gotcha.
This is what the second steep is looking for.
The second steep? Okay.
Yeah, just right here.
So your first was way darker, right?
No, it was about the same.
Okay, okay. All right. Using a little sheep for my teapot. I don't have a name for my sheep. If anyone has an idea? Hi, Chinty Studio. How long you steeping for? Oh, I have the same question today. Oh my gosh, you could get the vanilla.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's yummy. Okay, so now you're already drinking. I steep. What did you say? 3 to 5 seconds?
Yeah, you might want to do a little bit longer. I
Okay.
might open up a little bit. Um, mine's still a little. It's almost there. We're getting. I'm getting
Getting there.
getting there. But definitely a nice initial taste. Um, I'm not getting like a some shoes that I've had are a little like fishy, a little rank
Hmm.
for like younger shoes um, that are just like it's cheaply stored. It's not fresh, or it is fresh, but it's just it needs to age. Um, and I'm not getting that from this, so that's good.
I should have let it steep longer too. This is like it's down. Hmm. But I can already smell. I could smell the vanilla in the leaves. That's
Yeah.
my first infusion. Did not let sit enough. So what do y'all do? Like if you don't let it sit in there, like this is to me tasting pretty watered down. I just give it to my little pet over here. You drink it.
Yeah, I mean it's up to you. I mean, if you're needing if you're needing all the caffeine that day, I guess.
Oh my gosh, this is my second day off coffee, so the answer is
Oh
yes.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna drink it. I gave some to my tea pet though.
Mad Hatter. How's it going, buddy? Or Madder Hatter.
It's madder than the Mad Hatter. Hi, welcome. We're drinking Intergalactic tea, and Kevin will tell you the details.
Boom. Vanilla Bean Dream Machine. That's what we're starting out with. Um, trying to.
Is this your first time drinking Intergalactic, Kevin?
No, I had tried out of that sampler pack. No, I
Oh,
bought a wild purple black tea, and that was very
oh,
good. I enjoyed that a lot. That was nice and sweet, and just a different taste to it.
hmm. So I went on their site to try to whenever um I drink someone's tea for the first time, I go on their site and try to see what they have written, like their philosophy or approach. But they didn't really have anything on there. So do you know more about them? And is it just Sean, or because there's a woman Ryan that's
Yeah,
on some of
I don't know. I don't know if that's his wife or partner. Or
the.
don't know. Don't know. Definitely, we need Sean to hop on and
Yeah.
tell us more.
Where are you at, Sean?
Yeah.
All right, Matter Hatter is telling us it's a solid cup. I'm excited.
Yeah. Where do you? I'm not getting a ton of vanilla in the flavor,
Hmm.
and it could, but it's a smooth shoe. Like it's nice and solid, like you said.
It is smooth. It's you can pick up the vanilla in the scent. It's definitely there, but
If I take a nice deep breath, go there with the vanilla.
oh yeah. I've never done that. That's probably a thing that tasting. I learned so much. So
Got to air it out. Needs air.
yeah, they add
Um,
things. Oh,
yeah, Jay.
they add
Jay,
vanilla.
I don't. From Sean website, and yeah, it sounds like they add vanilla beans to the pressing. I don't
Ooh.
see like it's hard to distinguish what's vanilla bean and what's tea leaf.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, unless we're poking our fingers in it, but so it's pressed into the cake. It's not I don't know, rolled around with vanilla or anything. You see, I had my computer here in case I wanted to look anything up.
Oh,
So,
smart. This is
well,
why I have you here.
I've done a lot. I've filmed myself alone for YouTube, and I'm like, if I had my computer, I could make my content better.
Yeah.
So,
Which I don't know how you do it. Like doing homeschooling and videoing, and yeah, I couldn't do it.
uh, yeah, it's a learning process that I'm still learning, and and 2 days off coffee, I've been very cranky with my kids. I'm like, I need to do better. Mm, I don't see any detail on the site. Um,
Yeah, I will say, Sean has been super nice when I've reached out
oh,
to ask
cool.
for information.
Oh, nice.
Um, but yeah, for the site itself, there wasn't a whole lot
Mm.
there.
Okay, so that's that he's approachable though, that you can reach out and
Yeah,
oh my gosh, I'm already feeling like woo, yeah, yeah, let's go. My body's like, where's this caffeine been all day?
right. Yeah, that's what like I usually tell people that haven't had Shu Pu'er, like it's a good if you're like a black coffee drinker and you want to switch, yeah, you can find some Pu'ers that are pretty earthy and
Okay, so Shu is where they age or ferment it artificially. Is that correct? Shu. Okay.
yeah, yeah, it's a speedier fermentation. I believe it originates in they've taken Shang Pu'er, which is a fermented tea leaf
But
from Pu'er, from the area,
mm-hmm.
and they sent it to Hong Kong, I believe, and they came back months later or whatever, and they're like, "Holy shit! Like this is completely different." And
a lot faster, right?
yeah, yeah, because it's extremely humid and warm, and that just sped up the process.
Yeah. Not holding my water. Jasmine. Right. Away from my water to heat. Wait, but you don't have a hold function. What do you do?
I do have a hold function. I figured it out because I'm the smartest man alive and didn't realize that it has a little on off for the hold function on the back of this one. And I was like, oh, just flip it over and I'm set. But it took me like 3 weeks. And then I think it might have been Cha T Talks Max who's like, I think it should have a hold button in the back. And I was like, oh, let me check. Sure enough. It
Okay, I muted myself so you didn't have to hear all the beeping and okay. So what infusion are you?
This is the third.
Third. Okay, I'm on my.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'm shouting you out, Max. Nice little dark, like a cherry cola.
ooh, I like that. He might have a video on IG. Yeah, I looked at their IG and it does look like he talks a lot about his stuff on there. So next week, if we do this again, um,
Yeah, we'll just have to break into.
we'll research better. Oh,
Yeah,
but sorry, what were you saying?
yeah, we have children, and it's hard to dedicate time
Hard
to
to
this.
be professional.
Yeah, yeah. So there's two different. This is the Ugandan vanilla bean dream and the Tahitian vanilla bean dream.
Ooh.
And not only does Intergalactic have the OG one, they use different, I think a different cultivar or different leaf for each of these, and then a different vanilla bean. So you're getting different flavors, similar concept, but different flavor from the leaf and from the bean. It looks like.
Neldon in the house. What's up, T with Neldon?
Nell Dizzle, the Nell dog.
Well, that's really cool. And I'm glad you did some research, Kevin. Ooh. That'd be cool to do one Friday, or we can switch whatever. I don't know. This is fun. I'm getting in this infusion like a bitterness. Did you get that?
Maybe a little bit.
Not like bad, but just
Not like a bad bitter.
no, not bad bitter. Good bitter.
Yeah, definitely. Like if you're wanting a standard pu'er cake that you want something nice and smooth and would replace coffee, like this is a good option.
Definitely. I feel like when I breathe out through my nose, I get a little bit of the vanilla infusion, which is cool. But I have to focus on it.
Yeah, but that's not like the worst thing because sometimes it's just like fake and perfumey.
I hate that.
Yeah.
So this came, for those that weren't here at the beginning, a he says I love you like chew par in a brown paper bag. Here's what you get: 2 Tangerine Dream Machines, 2 Astronaut Mini Bricks, 2 Sunny Dragon Balls, 2 Mothership Dragon Balls, 2 Earthbound and Down Mini Bricks, 2 Moon Balloon Shoot Blend, and 1 Vanilla Bean Dream Machine, 100-gram light.
Like for the price that we paid, we got a ton of tea.
We got so much tea.
Like it's gonna be a lot.
Like we're gonna be doing these live day, Kevin. Day.
Every day.
Yeah, this is really enjoyable.
Yeah, it's not like it's an everyday drinker type of shoe. Like it's not gonna be like, oh my God, I'm getting 15 different flavors. Like you're just getting a steady flavor throughout. Yeah, so we got the pu'er cakes. We got um, this year the Robit black tea cake. We got the Moon Age Daydream, which I believe is a white. It might be like a white and oolong mix. I can't remember. And then the Neptune, which is a wild white tea. And I'm just like a sucker for artwork.
My gosh, the artwork,
It's adorable.
so freaking adorable. Like, can you make stickers and things that we can
Yeah,
just,
come on,
yeah,
Sean.
Sean, tea towels, merch, y'all, merch.
Yeah.
So Kevin, how did you get into tea?
Um, so I started drinking tea probably at a young age with my grandma. We would have little tea times when I was like 5, 6 years old. And she would just have black tea with sugar and like an English style breakfast tea. And then I didn't drink tea or really caffeine. I drank like energy drinks or soda every once in a while in high school and college, and drank coffee a little bit in college. Um, but was mostly drinking herbal tea from like a young age until now, basically. And I wasn't drinking a whole lot of caffeine until my son was born, just because like I usually have a like high sensitivity to caffeine when it comes from like soda or coffee. And every time I've like at the time, every time I was brewing my tea, I was like over brewing it. I was putting way too much tea in, or I was steeping it for
Ever.
yeah, forever. And then it's like jet fuel. And then I have a cup and I'm like, I feel like garbage.
Yeah.
So I'd say the past 2 years, um, I've really just switched to drinking tea every day. And I still have my herbal tea every once in a while, but it's mostly for like, hey, I'm going to bed and I want something hot.
Yeah.
What about you?
Mm. I've been a coffee drinker since I was 12. Like, Hispanic people, they give the coffee to their like.
The cafecito. Yeah.
So, I think I got drawn into tea because of the culture around it. Like, I love like the idea of afternoon tea and the pretty teacup. And in high school, I had an English teacher always have lavender Earl Grey room for her students, and I would be like staying late for whatever clubs, rehearsal, and we could just go in her room, pour ourselves, some tea, and so it's always kind of been there. And yeah, I just love caffeine. So, but on this journey with Gong Fu Cha and all that, It really was. I think I was trying to find something, a creative outlet, try to get into some kind of hobby, and I read in. Do you know Gary Vaynerchuk? Yeah, he had
Yeah.
talking about like these are ideas to like pursue, but I don't have time to do it. And one of them was tea. He's like, there's so much opportunity in tea. There's so much to learn in tea. And I'm like, oh, I could totally get into that. But I love travel too. So I love you too. Capoeira masape. Um, and and then my daughter came up with the name World Tea Adventures, and I'm like, yeah, I love people, I love traveling, and so, but I'm kind of like not stuck, but I'm like really intrigued by Gong Fu Cha, and like just really want to like experience a lot of it before I move on to others, you know. But
Yeah, I just had myself muted because this thing is super loud.
oh yeah,
But yeah, same here. I love that your daughters are getting involved. Like that's just awesome
yeah,
to do it as a family thing. Um, and
yeah. It's surprising, especially with like the more bitter stuff. But they're just
yeah,
like, I mean, again, when you have like the little teacups and the tea pen, like it
yeah,
draws it.
and it's like a task for them to do. You know, it's
Yeah,
all right. This is something I myself at a young age can do, especially with like if you're having kids brew white tea or green tea. Yeah, it's hot water, but it's not like you're having them boil water and it's like 212 degrees and they're
yeah.
gonna burn their hands.
Yeah.
Like it's a little easier.
My 8-year old, she can do it if it's like, yeah, 175, like sweet spot. She's been
Yeah.
bugging me to get her Gaiwan, like little handles on the side. She's like, they're
Okay. Yeah,
so
like a little easy guy
yeah.
one. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I need to do that. Um, but your son Jack is like already into tea.
Yeah.
He
He
says,
just he just sees me drinking it, and so he's just trying to copy everything. And my wife will even say, she's like, yeah, he's definitely a daddy's boy. Like he just follows me around and wants me to hold him all the time. So um, she taught him how to say, you know, like, what does daddy drink? And he'll say tea,
oh,
point, or he'll like grab his little. She got him a little, or my in-laws got him a little tea set when they were in Germany visiting some family.
oh,
So he likes to have. I'll just fill it up with water, cold water, and it gets him to drink water. So I'm all for it. But otherwise, it's like, you know, like getting a toddler to drink anything that's not like milk or
yeah.
juice or whatever.
Why do I have
No,
to?
having it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hmm. Oh my gosh, it's good. You're having caffeine very late. You're gonna party after this.
Yeah, I didn't really have much this morning, so
Okay.
I needed it. And like I said, I took a nap before this, so I'm gonna be up till like 2 in the morning anyways. It's fine.
You do spring cleaning tonight. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself because this is boiling loud. But question to you is, why did you start your Instagram channel?
Okay. Yeah. So I started this just because of a way for me to kind of reach out to some people, potentially gain some friends, which I have, like you and I, and Day, and Leanne, and Max, and Ali, and there's like so many people that I talk to daily now. And with, I feel like a lot of people with COVID, it was just like so isolating. And I had switched from being being an alcohol drinker where I was going out to like different craft beer breweries and distilleries, and that was kind of my way to like interact with people and like meet friends. And I stopped drinking alcohol, and then it was like, all right, well, that's kind of like my hobby to like interact with the world. Otherwise, I'm home all the time, and I just needed something to do, like a hobby to do, where it's, you know, I can interact with people and this has kind of been um, just something that's been really awesome. Like I can't say nothing but great things so far. Like the whole community is super nice. Everyone's super nice.
So nice. Yeah. And to talk about tea with people that drink tea, like when you talk to people that, they're like, oh, tea, it's just like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
enough.
Like there's like everybody that comes over to my house, and they're like, my wife's like, yeah, here's Kevin's. Like right when you enter, I have my little like L-shaped buffet countertop thing where I have my kettle and I have everything set up, and everyone's like, oh wow, that's a lot, and I'm like, yeah, and my wife's like, yeah, this is what Kevin does, and then everyone's like, oh cool, and you can tell they're not really interested. They're just like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm like, I'll pour you, like, I'll make you some really good tea.
Yeah.
Um, but
What do you serve people, like someone like that walking in your house that is never even doesn't even know kung fu style brewing, like just they've only tea bags or something. Like what would be something that you would serve them?
yeah, I usually go with um, like a Bud Heavy, like the All Cats um, Golden Bud black tea. Like that's something that's really sweet and it's light and it's refreshing, and then people can like it's not going to be a tea where like people have to search for like one specific flavor or like
Yeah.
like with Shang Pu'er it can be really bitter, it could be really astringent, so people like aren't going to like that. White tea is always a good option, I say, because it's sweet, it's floral, it's light, and most people are going to enjoy that. Whereas like with green you can get into some different flavors. Some black teas you can get into some different flavors, and obviously pu'er is like a whole different beast.
Yeah.
And same with oolong. There's so many different oolongs and different flavors you can get with an oolong that like
Yeah. Unless
I
you
usually I usually go with like a white tea or a light black tea, and then I'll kind of like gauge some people on like what other flavors do you like? Do you like this?
hmm.
What about this do you like?
uh there's a book that I've been kind of making my way through the last few years, and it's kind of I had it, but it's like has very stereotypical people like a motorcycle guy and like this or whatever, and like with each person, it's like this is the kind of tea that would match personality, and I
Yeah.
was funny. And now that I know more about tea, I need to go back and be like, is this really true?
Like
Um,
the biker guy is gonna be like you're gonna think they're gonna want some heavy
yeah,
deep pu'er, but really they'll probably want like the
yeah,
lightest white you have or something.
yeah.
They're like, oh, I really like this really floral white tea.
That's funny. Yeah, that was like the one thing when I had Ali's tea. I was like, this is something that I would like serve people and be like, hey, try this, and that they would enjoy because it was just, it's so good and there's not like it's not this. It's just like oh, different flavor, like
Yeah. It's. I mean, that's the thing with black tea is that you can get a lot of different flavors with certain black teas, and I mean, he has stuff that's got really heavy cocoa, cacao
mhm.
vibes. He's got stuff that's really kind of like velvety smooth, stuff that's a little bit more floral and bright, and like it's stuff that people are going to like if they're big tea drinkers or
Yeah,
not. Um,
yeah.
whereas like I feel like when I was at Living Water Tea House with Leanne this past on Tuesday.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Uh,
crazy.
yeah. Um, the owner there, Shalom, was telling me that he's like, oh, I know you're gonna like Big Red Robe Oolong because it's a heavy roast, it's a strong flavor, and he's like, watch, like in a couple years or a year or two, you're going to want the more simplistic
Hmm.
flavors where like it's it's just a steady good tea and not something that's going to like, oh, I get a heavy flavor or a heavy roast or a heavy this or a heavy that. Um,
I could see that. Yeah.
I think that's like people usually get into tea with like green tea, like standard green tea that you'd get in a bag, or like standard black tea, or like you get a lot of like iced white teas at a lot of cafes and stuff, and then you go from there, and then you kind of test out some stuff that you like, and then you're looking for like really robust flavor, and then it gets to the point where you're like, I've had really heavy teas or really this, and then you're just like, I just want something that's really solid.
Yeah. 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 It's like the exploratory phase, and then it's like you can decide what you want. Yeah. There's that I want to have. I want to drink tea, gongfu style, but I'm like, I don't want to like, I don't know, think about what I'm tasting and what, like, like
Right.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Save certain teas for that because there's sometimes like I do want it to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, navigating that, and then that's what I got so excited about all that. The unibrows, like this is just something to enjoy, and the end.
Yeah. I'm on like my sixth deep, I think.
I think I'm there too, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
How's your? Uh,
It's still going strong.
game?
It's a little lighter, but like it's still pretty
I
solid.
realized that you did 7. I think I did 5. I don't think I went all the way up to 7. Do we
Okay.
have the same? Are you using the same?
Yeah.
I'm so scarred by like that one time I was just like eyeballing the oolong and it was like literally growing my gaiwan. I was like, oh my god, never again.
Or like filling it up way too high and then you're just burning your hands off. I've done
So,
that, and I've like dropped my gaiwan, and like
oh my god.
people look at me and they're like, "What the hell is going on?" And I'm like, "Sorry."
Oh man. I twice have tried to connect those to my and then I go to pour the water. I'm like, why am I wet? What's happening? So before the live, I was like, I have everything. Can
Yeah. What the hell did I do?
I, that's really good, man. My my caffeine addiction is very happy right now. We've been waiting.
Yeah, it's like if it's a day where I'm very tired, it's like, all right, pu'er.
Yeah.
I need some pu'er. It may not be like my go-to tea, but it's something like I'm like, I need this. I need the energy.
Yeah, I'm like always in a poor mood because just flavor is so distinct and
Yeah.
sometimes bitter, sometimes astringent. But I feel like that might change. Oh wow, that's still yeah. But I don't know. Like I feel like as time goes on, maybe I'll change my tune.
Yeah. Hi, Paige.
What'd you say? I was gonna ask you something else. Let me see if I can remember.
I gotta think of something to ask you.
Think. What let's talk about I ordered some stuff from Mayleaf
Okay.
and they had some sample packs and I picked a few up for you. Like
Oh, awesome.
I'm gonna hook up Kevin with some oolongs
Yeah.
from a pond.
I haven't tried Mayleaf, and like some people swear by it,
Yeah.
Mayleaf.
I feel like their prices look really, really solid, like pretty good and I know like he has put out so much content around tea and seems like a trustworthy source.
Yeah,
Um,
I think people either like love him or hate him, or they're like, they're just, yeah, it's still pretty dark.
yeah.
I think like people that may not like his personality still appreciate all the content and like stuff that he's done for the whole tea community. Because for the longest time, like he was out making content before Jesse's Tea House was, or a lot of these other people. Um, so like, regardless if you like influencers or not, like
yeah.
it's a necessary thing.
Oh, totally. I mean, yeah. I feel like the OG.
Yeah, and shout out to him and his family right now. I think his daughter is ill right now, so everybody go check out Mayleaf.
Yeah.
Go help them out, regardless if you like their tea or not.
Yeah, or if you've been curious about trying, because I've been curious, and I'm like, today's the day I'm making orders. So, um, yeah, yeah, he just has so much deep knowledge, and has just been in the game that you have to respect.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention.
Oh,
We'll
oh,
give this away to somebody that joins that is interested in it. Like we'll pick somebody. Has to be in the U.S. because I'm not shipping stuff to like Taiwan or South Africa or something. Like that's just not happening. I'm not paying that shipping. Um, yeah,
that's awesome. That's a good idea.
yeah.
Um, I,
But shipping is like the worst.
oh,
Like
it's so bad. It's so bad.
with
Um,
with like all these different tea shops, it's like, all right, if somebody has free shipping, I'll buy a bunch because I'm like, I need to I need to get as much as I can with the free shipping. Yeah, my sister, what if you didn't have to ship? Yeah,
wait, what?
yeah. Come babysit your nephew more. And David, hey, maybe I would ship to Canada, maybe not. We'll see. I bought some. One's obviously going to you, Jasmine. One's going to. I gave Leanne hers, um, and one's going to Neldon, and one's going to Ali, aka All Cats.
I had to boil a whole new pot, so um,
So I'll keep talking.
go, cat, go,
Go,
go.
go, go, go. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely caffeinated right now. Like I'm feeling good. Mm, 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 mm. David, you're just begging for this thing at this point. Give it to me. I'll pay for shipping. I'll send you boxes of tea, a caseload.
Um,
Um, one thing I'll say is that, like, the community is so nice and just welcoming. Like, I've met people at the Chicago Tea Festival. I posted about that before. I've talked about it before, but like sharing tea, um, like people have offered to ship me tea samples, like stuff that it's like, oh, do I have to pay you for this? And they're like, no, like here, sample this. I think it's a really good tea. I think you'd enjoy it. Here you go. And like, I'm trying to do the same thing, um, but it's just interesting. Like, I don't feel like there's any other hobby that people do that, where they're just like, here, like I collect this. I'm gonna give you some of my collection.
yeah,
Like,
I couldn't agree more. I came over to Instagram. I really enjoy posting on Instagram. It's just really fun. Like reels and music and like stuff. But I didn't realize like how strong the tea community is on Instagram. And once I tapped into that, I was like, whoa, this is so cool. And like, yeah, like it's crazy. People like, yeah, like comment on this, like, oh, that looks so nice. Like, oh, I have some extra. I'll send it to you. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's freaking nice. Like, what? So I agree. I don't know what other hobby where people are just like, yeah, I'll send this to you. Don't worry about the Venmo or this, that. It's just kind of like pay it forward, you know? It's really, really cool. I get so happy. I tell my husband, I'm like, this person is shipping me this thing. And this
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
so
And then you're just like naming people, and your spouse is like, what's going on? Like, my wife's just like, who is this now? And
yeah.
I'm like, Nelda.
Now that,
You
yeah,
know,
come on. I'll talk to you about him.
like, you don't know Neldon? Like, Neldon's tea famous, honey. Like,
I know. I know when you told me it was like you when I went live with Cabrini, you're like famous. I'm like, oh, and I was like, oh, I did. Nelson's awesome.
yeah.
Um, so I have a friend in India. And he had connections with this Iranian tea company, and he was like, oh, I'll have them send you some samples. I'm like, awesome, but there's sanctions for Iran, like they cannot ship to us. I was like,
I had
dang.
one of my followers who I haven't talked to in a while is from Iran, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm starting up a family farm. He's like, I wish I could send you stuff. I just don't have anything available. But like, he sent me um, some company in London sells Iranian tea, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you wouldn't think that they were producing it. Um,
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, well, I'm sure there's other distributors would ship like Europe, I was thinking, and India that you
yeah,
can do. But I mean, yeah, it's a shame, but yeah, there's lots of other countries, and yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
Um,
I'll have to post some books I have read recently. Like, I got really into reading about the silk trade, like the silk route. So a lot of that is there's like theories that like stuff from China has gone as far west as Rome, and that's a possibility. But like, it shows like, hey, here's where we found gold coins, or here's where we found silk, or
so
here's the route, and here's information about the traders. But like, if you think about it, like, there was nomadic, like,
yeah,
horse, like people that just were like horse riders that were going throughout most of Asia, and it's very likely that tea was getting sent, to Iran, or what was Iran, or parts of Europe, you know, a couple thousand years ago, or a couple hundred years ago, and it may not be preserved because people drank it or it just decomposed. But
yeah. That's so funny you bring up the silk trade, the silk route, because we're learning about in homeschool right now, and just read a historical fiction. It was so good. Yesterday I was like, we're finishing this book. We
yeah,
can't put it down.
yeah,
We have another.
I'll have to send you pictures of the book that I got, and then I went to the library and read a couple other ones.
Nice.
Uh,
Man, he is so political and historical. Like there's just so much there. So it's like I think that's just what I love about it. Like there's so many different angles to learn and enjoy it. It's really cool. Okay, I think mine is like dwindling. How's yours going?
yeah, yeah, I'm steeping it for a decent amount of time. Let's see, but still a good flavor. Like, it's not
No, yeah, definitely.
watered down or anything. The color's changing a little bit, but
No, I would still drink this for sure.
that's the thing. There's like purists that are like, oh, I drink, who are up until this deep, or I drink oolongs up until this deep because the rest is just water. No, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah. I who did I see? Maybe it was from, I can't remember, somewhere online. It's like people would do like a session and throw it in water in the fridge and enjoy it the next day. They're like, I'm gonna get all the nutrients I can out of this.
Yeah.
And
I tried that with some white tea, but it was like so far gone. Like I had probably done like 12 steepings or whatever at that point in time. Then I was like, I'm gonna put it in the fridge and make cold brew, and there was just no flavor
they're like,
left.
we're done. We're done,
Yeah,
Kevin.
we're dead.
What tea is it? I was reading. It will just keep going. You just kind of have to know, like, it's like you will eventually call it quits. I don't know if it's oolong or I read it somewhere and I thought it was funny. Like the tea usually,
I mean, like you're gonna get the most steeps out of like some pu'er, um, like shang pu'er. You can get 10 plus steeps out of some stuff, um, and like that's what I'm trying to get into now a little bit is some shang pu'er and just shu pu'er, just to try to broaden my horizon, get a little bit more information because
yeah,
there's stuff that like, all right, the first couple steeps are going to be this flavor, and then like this sixth steep, you're going to get this additional flavor potentially, and it's like, oh, okay, but I'm impatient and I want stuff now.
yeah. Um, I think I've had more shame than true. 'Cause I think most of what China sends is a lot of shame, I think, but I'm not 100% sure because I confuse them and then I'm just like I don't really know what I'm drinking, but I drink it and I need to
Yeah,
I need to pay attention more. But I do feel a little overwhelmed. There's just a lot of names and like regions and like types, but so little by little, um, what's the name of the type of tea that unibrow is that you were telling me about?
ginger mint.
Ginger May. So now I see it. I'm like, I know about that tea. I learned.
Yeah.
Kevin. So,
And
um,
yeah, like I have to like Google stuff half the time because I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about or what I'm reading about.
how long have you been doing Gong Fu style?
A little, I'd say a little over a year.
Okay. Well, you picked up a lot. Wow. That's how long
Yeah,
are you doing that for?
I don't even know at this point. I'm just
Talking.
eyeballing it. Yeah.
When you apply the cakes and all the little pieces fall off, you eventually brew that up, right? It's just
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw it away.
yeah,
I'm too cheap.
yeah. That's what I thought. I mean, that's kind of like when you get the loose leaf, like the looser leaf pu'er. I feel like that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean these cakes are pressed super tight.
So tight.
Yeah.
I know.
And
There's one that I was able to do on the side. It wasn't a cake. It was like a mini, I think. But this one was like, yeah. I'm glad you told me about the middle. Is that why they have that hole, or is that
that's
just how?
for like the yeah, it's like the pressing. I've seen a lot of people cut from the outside in.
Yeah.
And I've seen also the other way.
Some people press it down to like loosen it.
Yeah,
Like, like that feels wrong.
yeah. It's like, am I breaking this? Am I breaking the leaves?
Okay, so we are almost at an hour. Are we gonna do this next Friday? We're gonna try. Or what do you?
Yeah,
Or should
yeah.
we
I'd be down with that.
get back to our three dedicated humans?
Shout out to our followers.
Yeah.
People that have stayed here for a minute or two. Shout out to Day. Shout out to David. Who
So
have been here.
Dave or David? You keep saying
Day and David.
Day and David. So David. That's Cha Tea Talks, right?
No, that's Max. David is David Lee Chang.
Oh, is he here? I don't see him. Oh, Tea with Brick joins. I didn't see. Sorry. if I didn't say your name. That's all right.
Yeah, hopefully I can get to this list of people that
Yeah.
that join, so we can try to pick somebody.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the giveaway idea.
Yeah, and these aren't expensive, and like I just think they're super nice. You can use them as like a towel. You can use them as like a wrap. I've seen people wrap up like their lunch or something.
Oh, that's nice. Um,
And they're just adorable.
they're so adorable. I can't wait to get mine. I love all the tea, like all the tea accessories. Like, ordered them all.
I know. I keep wanting to buy a really nice teapot.
Like
And
one of the play ones.
yeah, like I have one that I got from Tao Teaware. But Mikazuki Tea House has some really nice stuff. And I keep telling them, I'm like, I don't have the money for this. Like I can buy so much tea.
I know. I
But like his stuff is like gorgeous, and I'm like, I really would love to have that. But
But like you have a toddler, I have kids. Like I don't have that dedicated of a tea space. Like I have a cabinet, but it's like everything's stuffed in there. It's a mess. Like I'm like until I have like a dedicated shelf where I could put
yeah,
a pot that I touch or run into, then I can't make that kind of investment. But I and
yeah,
then you only drink tea from it, right? So the idea is you would have one for tea eventually.
yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, you could use it for different teas.
I mean, yeah, there's no police, but
There might be.
there might be. Kevin's coming after.
Yeah, I'll kick down your door. What the hell are you doing?
Criminal.
Yeah, next Friday for sure should should probably work.
I think so. You know, I might have something randomly scheduled, but you know, we'll plan for it. And then if not, but this was really fun.
Yeah, yeah.
The setup, I'm literally like hunched over.
I know. I have to like sit up really tall.
um to see how we could get our setup faces, but you know, it's all learning.
Yeah, I need to get one of those like phone stands that clips to a table or something, and then like has an arm.
Yeah, there's some I've been looking. It's called Canvas, I think. They're kind of expensive, but like you could do any angle, and I'm like, that's what I need with a ring light, all the unboxing videos.
Yeah. Next time we'll have that. I'll be all dolled up. I'll
Mhm.
get some makeup on.
Yes, yes.
Perfect.
I'll wear my high tea dress with my hat.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin.
All right.
Thanks.
Well,
Thanks to
thank you. Yeah.
you guys.
Thank you everybody for joining. Sorry, Jerry, we're finishing.
Sorry.
Bye-bye.